This is a introductory video for the latest ham rotator functionality, and this time I'd like to introduce you to the SPID rotator configuration screen. Now this is something new that has been introduced in version 1.20, and just to make a quick note here, it is only applicable for SPID rotators at the moment. So if you have got, out of all your rotators, so the protocol is available if you have got a SPID rotator, and we are particularly talking about the MD model of SPID rotator, MD-02, then you've got the ability to use this function. Now, as normal, we will connect, and we can see here that we are communicating. The rotator is connected via the USB serial port. Now, what's new is the function that we have got available here on the rotator that's called setup. So if we go into the setup function, it allows us to perform some setup on the rotator. So those of you familiar with the SPID rotator, you'll recognize all those parameters, and you've got the ability to change those parameters on the screen here. Now, there's a few parameters that are grayed out. If you put your mouse over it, you can see that some of them actually must be changed in the controller. They are some of the SPID requirements. What they do, for example, here the AS-L configuration, which means motor 0 is the azimuth and motor 1 is the elevation motor. These are all things that need to be changed on the controller itself, but there's quite a number of parameters, in particular the start and stop for the motors, all that can be configured in the configuration software. And of course there's also the tab for the communications that you can configure through here as well. All right, let's just have a quick look and see how it works. So all these parameters have been loaded from the SPID rotator, and we can now go and we can make some changes here, and let's just put a couple of numbers in here. And if we decide no, we don't really want to use any of those, we can reload the information from the rotator. So you can see here with the progress bar that information has now been uploaded from the rotator back to the ham rotator software. We've also got the ability, if we make changes here and we decide not to go ahead with any of those changes, to just click the abort button, and the abort button will just not save anything to the controller. However, if we do really, so it's ideal if you just want to have a look at what the settings are. If you do want to make some changes, and let's just, as an example, make a change here and let's put another 2 seconds in the start to time, and we can now click the close button to close that window, and it says here close and save. So we hit the close button. It will detect, the software will detect that you've changed parameters, and it will give you the option of ignoring those changes or actually updating the rotator with it. So if we click update rotator, then those changes are written back to the rotator. So now when we go back to setup, we can see when the information is loaded, our new information, what we've changed, stays in there. So again, recapping, 3 buttons: reload, which means uploading the parameters again from the rotator; abort, get out of this window here and don't save it; and close. Now close will allow you to it'll close. If we just click close and we haven't changed anything, you'll notice that nothing is going to happen. So if we do this and we just go on to close, nothing happens. But the ham rotator has got built-in intelligence, which detects the fact that we have changed a value here, and when we hit close, it'll detect that and say we've changed something. What do we want to do? Do we want to ignore those changes or update the rotator? All right, well, that's it for being able to configure the SPID rotator with the ham rotator software from version 1.2 onwards. Thank you for watching.